The Rosary building, named after our congregational patroness, the Queen of the Holy Rosary, was built in 1929 in the midst of the Great Depression. I continue to be in awe of our sisters' courage and foresight to build this 3-story building, 8,652 square feet, in response to the needs of that moment, in spite of the significant cost and hardship this presented. The Rosary building has been and continues to provide needed space for our life and mission. This is where our sisters receive their excellent training as teachers. I have great memories of our college classes here during our early years of formation. This was home for our congregational leadership team until 1990, when they moved to the attached library building. The mission advancement offices quickly claimed their space. Today, 6 of our major congregational offices provide service to our mother house and all of our sisters from this building. The second floor provides wonderful gathering space for the numerous groups that come to our mother house for planning retreats and celebrations. And the third floor, throughout the 90 years, has been a living space for our sisters.
Unfortunately, this space will no longer be functionable nor safe without this restoration project. You see, over these 90 years, there have been no major electrical, plumbing, or heating upgrades. And a few months ago, water pipes from the heating system burst in the finance offices and vocation office, causing considerable water damage and disruption to work. We were warned at the time, there is no way to tell when it will happen again in other rooms. The fire safety system is dangerously inadequate, and regrettably, we do not have handicap-accessible bathrooms to support the needs of our guests or sisters. The 177 wooden pull windows, raised and lowered by pulleys and weights, are sorely in need of repair or replacement. This is an essential, unavoidable project we must take on if we are to be responsible stewards for our present and future. So, let's give you a glimpse of this sacred space.
These are the very doors our sisters for decades passed through on our entrance day when we began our journey as Dominican sisters and bid farewell to our parents. Not an easy day. This room, this building, has a singular place in our history and our life, past and present.
It is here that St. Dominic greets us, and just around the corner, the congregational treasures are gathered in the Heritage Room, where you can find the altar and stained glass window from the first chapel in San Francisco, choir stalls beautifully carved by sisters, and Mother Pierre's personal writing desk, and so much more. So let's proceed to the second floor of the sacred building. The warmth and beauty of Sister Justina's art makes these rooms a prized location for many groups who come to the Mother House. The rooms here will remain unchanged. The significant work here will be creating handicap-accessible bathrooms for those using this space, window replacement or repair, and infrastructure work for plumbing, heating, and electrical needs. So, are you ready for the third floor?
Yes, let's go. Welcome to my home during my 11 years here at our mother house. Our third floor restoration focuses on providing adequate living space for a community of 12 sisters. 90 years ago, this floor was only built as bedrooms for sisters. The value of sharing community life in smaller clusters was not even imagined. No rooms were created for a kitchenette, nor for a community gathering space or work area. So, over the years, as needs arose, We just transformed bedrooms into different uses. Here you see the room we adapted to be our kitchenette during my years living here. There was no sink or stove, but we moved in a refrigerator, microwave, and table, and somehow managed to make it work. And this is the room adapted for our gathering space. You can see it's a bit small for 12 sisters. The concept of building to support aging in place was also not in the imagination of the architects nor the sisters. I wonder if they even thought of themselves as getting older. The common shower room and bathrooms, none of which were or are handicapped accessible, were placed at the very end of the entire floor, actually 175 feet from some of the bedrooms. The restoration on this floor will focus on creating functional community living space that will support the sisters aging in place.
This is what our restoration is all about. We hope you see the importance and value of it. So, where are we now with our planning and fundraising? I'm happy to report that because of critical needs, we have already finished a replacement of the roof. While the scaffolding was up, we took advantage of the opportunity to restore Sister Justina's artwork on the outside of the building. For several years, the sisters have been working with the firm of Pica & Sullivan Architects to develop plans to ensure we are making the best use of space for present and future needs. Only the essential elements of the planning process have survived. The integrity and beauty of the building, most especially Sister Justina's artwork, will not be compromised during the restoration process. And the good news? Well, our plans have been approved by the City of Fremont, and Fremont-based James R. Griffin Construction Company has been hired to be the lead contractor. Some contractors are being vetted right now and will be selected this month. We are awaiting the final guaranteed maximum price for the restoration, which at this point is estimated to be about $10 million and includes the cost of the roof and the architectural fees. Work is scheduled to begin in June with completion within the year.
We have much to celebrate and much work ahead to bring this project to a completion. The truth is, we know this is a project we can't do alone. Thank you to so many who have already contributed to this restoration project. There is good news here too. Thanks to the major gift of a benefactor, gifts from bequests and funds we have raised, and resources we have been able to allocate to this project, we are happy to report we have secured $7.1 million for the project to date. Of that money, the architectural fees, replacement of the roof, and restoration of Sister Justina's artwork on the outside of the building have been all paid. And so, we're working very hard to raise the additional $2.9 million to cover the whole project. We're reaching out to foundations as well as our friends to assist us in this venture. Every gift is important to us.